Welcome, all you curious people, no boozers, and wine lovers to the first ever episode of Double O, your weekly go-to show on non-alcohol products in the podcast universe. That's right, you've stumbled upon your future favorite podcast on no booze news, where we dive deeper into the world of the non-alcoholic movement, dissecting everything from the latest trends to the psychological levels behind consumer behavior and the change that is happening.
You got it. And hey, I'm Bella, your double O agent on this ride. And the guy that you just heard with the endless energy and never seen without his famous Pinot cap is Alex. And we're here to navigate through the ever-evolving landscape of mindful drinking. So we're about to take you on a journey that will leave you with new impulses, ideas, and recommendations.
Absolutely, Bella. Now, before we dive deeper into this topic and this crazy adventure, let's lay down the blueprint for what you can expect from our show.
So we're gonna kick things off by setting the stage in the first episodes. What is the no alcohol movement? We're gonna break down what exactly the no alcohol fuss is all about. From how it started to the rapid growth in recent years, we'll explore why more and more people are opting for alcohol-free alternatives. Especially in our bi-weekly No Booze News episodes, we'll share the latest and greatest news. And as a side note, our goal is not to dogmatize, not to drink, or to convince anyone to drink alcohol at all. Rather, it's about this mindful consumption of alcohol that is really close to our heart. Right, Alex?
100%. This is the most important thing. No dogmatizing, no black or white. We just want to show other options to broaden your horizon and give you more experience on all the stuff that is happening on the planet. And the best way to do this is conducting tasting sessions, which you can follow along or just take what inspires you. We'll sample one of the hottest alcohol-free beverages on the market and give you your honest to goodness opinions. Basically, we try to focus on quality, but of course, there is just two things that really matter. Do I like it? Or do I not like it? And if you're really interested in tasting your palate through this crazy world, to this joyful world, we'll have something coming up for you in a couple of weeks. The very curious will find the first pitch on double-o.club.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for that. And speaking of trends and what's on the horizon for the drinking business, we'll, of course, be your first go-to podcast to explore emerging trends and make an effort to predict where the industry is headed in the years to come. And for that, we'll invite experts and winemakers and no alcohol producers into the show to share their experiences and viewpoints and maybe have a sip here and then with them. And we, of course, also share our personal stories, upcoming events, and insights from wine fairs.
And of course, we will talk about the successful brands, the unsuccessful brands. We talk about some strategies because branding is important for all of us. It's not only about people working in marketing. We human beings, we love to identify with the brands that really impress us. So I don't know if you're talking about shoes or whatever. So it will also be a part of this podcast to talk about thoughtful or savvy social media campaigns and celebrity endorsements.
Yeah, and also a topic that really gets me as a marketing and psychology nerd is to explore what drives our desires to drink and what happens in the brain, what happens in our social environment, social group dynamics, and also the urge to drink, and how do marketers tap into these subconscious urges in a positive but also in a negative way. So yeah, we're gonna dive into the world of consumer psychology, the effects on the human brain, and the marketing aspects of it all.
Yes, we love to play devil's advocate with you. And of course, having a good glass of wine is always totally fine if it's done through moderation. So if you are interested in what you just heard and you say, okay, how can I get to that? How do I find it? From April 1st, this podcast is available on every podcast player you can imagine. So go to your favorite podcast player. Monday morning is the time. And then go on this movement, go on this adventure with us and enjoy what's happening.
And start your week right by making conscious decisions. Stay tuned.